question. You were calming just as I held it. That inner knowing.
Good morning, hello, got my cup of tea and welcome to my video. As you can tell by the title, you'll know what this is about, and it's something that I'd been wanting to talk about for a while. And then I saw a video from Neve McKinnon, shout out to her. I don't know if you know her, she does videos on she lives in the Isle of Skye and she does videos about her life there. And she was just talking about wellness, and not in a, you know, how you look way and like vitamins and all of that and gym and all of that stuff, but more in just how you feel. It's been something that I've been thinking about, and you know, I live a very different life from her. I live in London. I don't live in central London, I wish, but I live in London and I work a corporate job, so quite different lives, but you can still do similar things in a different sort of way. I was thinking about the things that I do and things that I found that works for my wellness, and I thought I'd share while I declutter my clothing rack. As you can see, this is very full and it's filled with all my clothes for winter, so I need to declutter it because it is spring now, and I thought this would be my version of a spring clean, but just for this clothing rack. I think first things first, I need to take everything out. Start with these bags and everything. Speaking of, look how cute! It's a denim bag. I love. One of, I guess, the hardest things about living in London and trying to work on wellness is that it can feel so overwhelming in terms of all the things that are going on. And this is something I've really kind of struggled with, is like wanting to do everything all at once, and then also feeling FOMO and not being able to do everything because you really can't. I've realized that like the comparison of you seeing all these people on social media having such a fun time, and like it was recently the bank holiday and just how everyone spent their bank holiday, and it's just like, oh, I should have done that, oh, like my weekend didn't feel as lovely or like photogenic or as have as many friends and all of that stuff. And that can really just, I don't know, it's one of the most hardest things I've found in terms of just, it puts you in a mood of comparing and nothing feeling good enough, and you don't feel good enough. And that's one of the biggest things that have had a toll on my mental health, I've found, and so my wellness and my happiness and a lot of that. And I've realized that you just can't do everything at once, and it's almost like shattering the reality of social media to that's not a reality, that is a highlight reel. I've reduced the amount of time I spent on social media a lot. I really try not to go on my phone in the morning at all, and I don't try to go on my phone right before bed. I stop the first thing I think about and the last thing I think about before bed being a comparison or a FOMO or a regret thought. Oh my god, I can show you guys my blazer collection. I have an impressive blazer collection. I'm a person that likes fashion and clothes, and so wellness to me is kind of, you know, focusing on these certain things that do bring you joy. I like to put a lot of effort when I get ready for work, and I like to wear a cute outfit, and I've had to really like zone in on the things that I like, and again, not looking on social media to compare or like not feeling like, oh, what I'm wearing is not good enough, because there's sometimes like I'll wear outfits and I'll be like, it looks so much better on this person that I saw in the tube wearing a similar thing, like why doesn't it look as good on me? And it's stopping these thoughts when they start and just being like, no, I like how I look, I like my outfit, and I'm gonna wear it, and I'm just gonna be in my little bubble and like focus on like the things that I like and the things that bring me joy. And yeah, let me show you guys my blazer collection. So this black one, classic, 10 out of 10, you know, just a simple black with a white tee and blue jeans. And then we've also got this one, just a bit more funky, grey with bits of green. I quite like it. I think she's quite classic. My Michael Jackson one, Is this not so fun? She's really fun. I think this is my fashion one. It's quite warm as well. Really lovely colours too. Love it. This is quite classic. It's from Zara, so it's not that expensive, but I feel like it almost gives a little bit of an expensive look. My tweed one. Lovely. Love it. It's quite warm. It's, you know, quite classic. We've got my cropped blazer because everyone loves a good cropped blazer. It's quite a fashion one. I really love the birds on the inside. It's quite pretty. These are all from like Vinted or charity shops, every single one of them, because blazers can be so expensive. They're like 30-40 pounds, and I was like, I don't want to spend that much money on blazers, so I invested in charity shops. And genuinely, Vinted, so good for blazers. So good and so affordable. So this is what we're working with right now. A lot. And I'm just gonna sort out all my winter clothes. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to put like a pile of all my winter items there, and then summer and June items there, and the winter items will get taken out. That's the plan. Okay, we are now ready to load onto the clothing rack. I have to be careful in not putting too much of the heavy things on this side, because that's what I did last time. Now she's a little wonky. Skirts and dresses. Another thing that I have found really helps me is journaling. I have been journaling my whole life. I will show you my journal. This is my latest journal. She is chunky. She's quite dirty as well. I've like spilled things on her because I take her everywhere. And I really like to journal because I find that it really helps me like reconvene with myself and my thoughts and my feelings, because London can, and like corporate work can just feel so go hustle culture, and it just feels like it can be so impossible to sit down with yourself and your thoughts and like know what you thought about something, you know, because you're just straight away on to the next thing. And this kind of helps me just like, you know, think about my feelings, my thoughts, and how I'm doing, and kind of just slow down and have like a pocket or a little moment in time where it's just me and my thoughts, and it's quite peaceful and calm. And so I really would recommend. And another thing, speaking of writing, is lists. I love to-do lists. I live by to-do lists. I have a work one which I do at work, and I leave it at work, and then I have my day-to-day one which I do like different to-do lists. So I do a to-do list for the week on Sunday, and then I do a daily to-do list as well, because the Sunday week to-do list just really helps me imagine what my week is like, and I can like slot things in, because if I'm having a really like social week, I know I don't really have time for the gym, and I don't want to overexert myself, so I might be like, okay, no gym this week, a bit more like slow movement exercises at home, you know. And it's really helped me just kind of not feel so anxious or overwhelmed, or feel like I don't know what I'm gonna do, and just like, you know, it helps like segment things, and it also helps me like slot in little things like admin things, or if I'm like, I haven't seen this person in quite a while, I can like put them in. And then I also have my Apple calendar that I have on my laptop as well, and that's got like times and things on it as well, so it's a bit more regimented, and that's quite helpful in just sticking to little routine, because you do have to stick to a routine. It is hard to be spontaneous when you have a working job and, you know, you have a 9 to 5. Okay, update. She's looking good, and sorry for the clutter, but I've just folded all my jumpers and stuff. And yeah, here are all my jumpers with them nice and folded. I need to figure out where to put them. And now I've got a big pile of all my summer clothes, and so I'm just gonna hang those back. Got like hangers that I can use. I need to figure out where to put my blazers, because yeah, I don't think I can fold them, and I don't really want to. I want to talk about the next thing that I think is really helpful for my wellness, and that is casual magic. This is a thing that I got from Jada Jade. She was a study tuber, and she was the one that like got me onto this term and casual magic. What it basically is just finding little bits of magic in your day-to-day life, whether that be like being able to have a really good tasting coffee and just be like, it's lovely, or seeing a beautiful park, or seeing a really lovely outfit on someone, and just like actually taking a moment to savor that. And I read this I didn't read, I watched this, I need to read. I watched this video and this girl was talking about how we all have this like baseline happiness, and sometimes like money and certain things won't help you elevate that. Like you might get happy when you just get that money, but then you always go back to this baseline happiness. And one of the ways to improve this baseline happiness is to savor things. I think she's called Otti in London, Otti London, and I think Casual Magic really helps you do that. And so like I often try to start my day thinking about a Casual Magic thing, and when I see something I'm like, that's my Casual Magic of the day. And I think really helping, like acknowledging that this is your Casual Magic of the day really like helps cement this thing of Casual Magic. And it makes you just like enjoy little things like your commute to work, which might suck if you're on the tube. And we are done. I'm laughing at myself because I think she looks just as cluttered as when I first started this video, but they're all summer clothes and there's only literally 2 winter items, just in case it gets a bit chilly sometimes. But all my big jumpers and my big winter wear has been put away. So it is, I have changed things. She's just still cluttered, but I love my clothes, what can I say? Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you liked my little talks about wellness and things like that. But yeah, anyway, I hope you liked the video, and thank you for watching. And yeah, comment, like and subscribe and let me know what you think. Thank you.